G'day guys, I'm Mini War Painter. In this video I'm going to be covering my first ever review on a set of paints I've been dying to get my hands on by a company called Scale 75. The paint set is called the Metal and Alchemy Gold Series. I'll catch you after the intro. I've heard a lot of good things about these paints, and already being aware they sell numerous paint sets designed for specific tasks such as flesh tones, non-metallic metals, colours for nature, etc. I did what any decent pesty painter would do and asked my mother to buy me a set. Cheers mum, you're the best. Now let's get on with the review. Scale 75, the Gold Series. So here it is, Metals and Alchemy. There's two of these sets, with the second being the Steel series. The box appears very presentable, with a picture of a warrior on the front dressed in gold armour, showing off what you could achieve with the use of this paint set, which is something that definitely bolsters my excitement to try these paints out. For those of you that are unaware, there are two ways of painting gold and silver details. There's the non-metallic way, which in the case of gold requires the use of mustard and yellow-brown paints, and the other way of painting metallics is using actual metallic paint that contains gold or silver flakes, which help to provide that reflective finish that gold and steel naturally have. So in terms of the set I'm showing you now, these paints contain the metallic flakes. Now let's get the plastic off and check what's on the back. So straight away you can see we've got 8 paints in this set, and already with the understanding of how many different tones of gold I'm used to using from Citadel, along with the colour range that I can see right here, I have a great sense of expectations for the paint set. As you can see, all the various tones of gold right there, along with a pink and purple metallic choice, something I was not expecting. And if you've been following my channel frequently, you'll be well aware of my pursuit for an enchanting gold paint scheme, so that's pretty sweet. Underneath the colours, there's a further few representations of what could be achieved with this paint set. I've got a lot of time for illustrations like these, as it opens up more doorways for us learner painters to discover a wider range of ways gold could be painted that we'd probably never consider. And one for me, it's nice to have a break from seeing nothing but Warhammer present such fine paint jobs. Don't get me wrong, I started this hobby with Warhammer at heart, but ever since I started this road to improving my miniature painting skills, I've learnt that if you want to better yourself at anything, you can't just settle for what you already know, otherwise you'll never learn anything new. With that said, let's take a closer look at these paints. So reeling off what paints we've got here, we've got Necro Gold, Viking Gold, Dwarven Gold, Elven Gold, Citrine Alchemy, Tourmaline Alchemy, Kunzite Alchemy, and finally Peridot Alchemy. We've also got here a nifty little instructions card, providing a quick and easy demonstration of how these paints could be used to paint something of either a typical gold nature, or would you believe it, somewhat of an enchanted nature. I'm half tempted to chin this review right off and just start painting, but no, this review is for you guys, and I'd hate to let you down. So let's move to my wet palette and check these paints out. So what I'll do is drop a blob of each colour on my wet palette, starting with Necro Gold, then Viking Gold, Dwarven Gold, Elven Gold, Citrine Alchemy, Tourmaline Alchemy, Kunzite Alchemy, and finally peridot alchemy. And right now I'm just going to use my paintbrush to spread out each colour, just to acknowledge the consistency of each paint, checking to see how well the pigments hold together and that it doesn't just pull apart like I'd experienced from some of the Citadel metallic range. And as you can see, the integrity of the paint holds together quite well on the wet palette for every choice of paint. But how well do they mix with one another? Let's take a look. So I'll start off with checking out the transitions from Viking Gold to Dwarven Gold, finishing off at Citron Alchemy, which on the palette appears to be quite a white yellowy tone, but actually once spread out a bit resembles a really bright goldy silver, which I really like the look of. Call it opinionated, but these transitional tones look remarkable, and I'm already glad I invested my mother's money to get in these paints. I'm really looking forward to putting these paints to plastic. Now for the second transition, I'm going to start with Necro Gold, then Peridot Alchemy, followed by Kunzite Alchemy, then finishing with Tourmaline Alchemy. Straight off, I think the purple colours are brilliant. They're very rich in colour, and I think overall every one of those tones go well together. I think we've seen all we need to in this video. You can see there's a great selection of tones to work with, a lot to try out. I reckon that if you can't achieve the desirable gold effect you're after using these paints, then I think we can agree that the solution is to keep trying, because these paints are fantastic. So to summarise this review, we've explored this gold metallic paint set by Scale 75, and I've come to the conclusion that it's going to provide me with the capabilities to paint great things for my gold details. Don't get me wrong though, I strongly believe that no paintbrush or brand of paints can make anyone a better painter. That's purely down to our own commitment and dedication to working towards our personal painting goals. However, I do believe that good quality brushes and paints will aid us in our pursuit for perfection. And if you're looking for somewhere to exploit the efforts of painting gold, then I think this paint set will do you proud. And just to confirm this statement, my next video will be on painting the gold details to this backpack to my next Exalted Sorcerer. Here you can see there's plenty of gold decoration to put this kit to the test. I'd also like to take a moment to show you the rear of the card I showed you earlier with the painting instructions. As you can see, there are a fair few painting sets to explore. So I'd like to announce that this won't be my only review on the Scale 75 paint set. As I look forward in the near future, I'll be looking to give you all a review on the Scale 75 Steel series, which is basically the equivalent paint set to the Gold series but with a range of silver paints. If you enjoyed this type of video and found it really helpful, let me know. This channel is for you guys at the end of the day, so feel free to get in touch. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you've anything to add, please don't hesitate to comment down below. If you're on Instagram, you can find me at miniwar_painter. Here you can follow my progression as I like to post regularly on my stories. Don't forget to subscribe and don't be shy to mix those paints. Ta-ra!